Good day, people of the internet. My name is Arshug, and this is Guild Wars 2 Basics. And for this episode, we're going to be talking about guilds. So, to start off, we're going to show you how to join a guild. Okay, here we go. It did not pop up, like, giving me a little notice, but here it is. I've been invited to this guild. Now I can join or decline. If I decline, this will be removed. But if I join, now I can be a part of this guild. So, I've joined the guild, but I have not been representing the guild yet. You just join the guild, you're not going to get any credit with this guild if you go do things. So when you join the guild, you need a representative, which is at the bottom. Now I'm representing the guild, and I can now, when people hover over me, they will see that they'll see my character name, and then a little abbreviation of the guild name. Well, a little abbreviation of the guild. Now, to leave a guild, first you need to stand down. Stand down makes it so you unrepresent a guild. Now, to leave the guild, you need to press Leave Guild. They'll ask you if you want to, and that's how you leave guilds. Now, one thing I did forget to mention is how to get to the guild tab. You can press this little shield emblem up here in the top corner, top left corner. That's guild, or press the G key. So when you get into this page, you'll get into your main page, the main page of the guild tab, which shows you what guilds you're part of. You can be in only 5 guilds at one time. When you get to a guild page, it will say the title of the guild, so Matt Howlers, how many members are on out of how many total in the guild, and then the recent activities, so like members completing 2 activities earn influence. And actually, before I get too far from that, the reason why you want to be representing your guild is, if I didn't already say it, you get some rewards from representing your guild. So when you go do guild missions, you can get rewards from repping your guild doing those events. Also, repping your guild will give you abilities for your guild to gain influence, and this influence can be spent on rewards and upgrades that I'll be explaining in just a bit. So also on this main page, we have the message of the day. This can actually stay here for a long time. This message has been here for a couple months. You can put up helpful information like how to get to the guild website or something like that. Most of the people in this guild are new people, so this guild message is saying, do important things. And I have to edit that because I misspelled some things. Like, do these important things to progress the game. Who updated it, and it's says the character's name as in I'm the person who did it, so every time I log on to my other characters, right now it's going to say Kzemi because I'm on Kzemi, but if I hop on my ranger, it's going to say his name. To actually create a guild, first, as one of the things you can do is create your own personal guild. First, you need to stand down from any guild so you're not repping anyone. Then you can press Create Guild at the very bottom, and you have to create the name for the guild, which does have a limit to characters. Costs 1 gold to make the guild. That might be different if you're not in any guilds at all. And then come up with the tag. The tag can only be 4 characters long. It can only be 4 characters long. Looks like. And that's what this little thing is going to be. Yeah. So we're going to look at the roster tab now. Roster tab is where you can see everyone who's doing stuff. Oh, actually, back here. When people are online, you can see what character they are, what their ID name is. So it's going to say where they are, and then if they're online. And it also gives you an idea of who was online last. Well, when the people were online last. In the roster, we have here, it says whatever profession the person last played as, their level of that character, the crafting of that character, and then the achievement points for that account. You can see the different rankings, which I'll be going over in 3 tabs. You can search members in here if there's a lot of people you got to search through, or invite people here. Another way you can invite people if you have the capability, highlight a character, So it's highlighted, you can see his health bar. You right-click on his icon, then you can do a guild invite, and they'll get an invitation to the guild. There are various upgrades you can get. There are 4 tracks. There is political, which is politics give you the guild social and experience benefits. It's basically promoting your guild and it's promoting your guild in some way through banners that improve people around you by allowing you to craft items. Allow you to be able to craft armor and weapons from guild armorers and weaponsmiths. Art of War gives the guild combat bonuses in World vs. World and PvP. So this is only beneficial in World vs. World and PvP, aside from the guild bounties. Guild bounties are one of the guild missions you can do. I'll briefly go over that in a bit. Economy gives your guild efficiency boosters and convenient features. This is just quality of life things, improving magic find, gathering gold. Architecture gives the guild access to new features and some convenience and is required by some categories of upgrades. These do kind of intermingle. I might be able to find one. Yeah, there's crossover. This allows you to get like guild banks, the ability to get some of these things like reduced waypoint cost for 24 hours, a bunch of different things. And in the current upgrades tab, it shows you what you've unlocked and some things you have to activate later. So like banners you can place down, some guild missions you can pop up. In the guild emblem template, once you earn this, you can change your logo. And to change it, you have to go to a guild register and want to edit your logo, and then you can edit. There's a bunch of different symbols you can go through, backgrounds, and then a couple colors. I think those, there's a couple colors, and then you can do a bunch of stuff to the logo, well, your emblem. Next is the history. This tells you all the influence you've been gaining, and as well as when, message of the days have been edited, when members have joined, when influence is spent. The upgrades here need influence to be increased, well, to be activated. So to get some of these bonuses, you need to spend influence, and then they go into this queue, and then they're built over time. To gain influence, you just need to do stuff with your guild. So have characters repping the guild when you log off, and then you'll get points slowly over time from the more people in the guild. When you and your guild do events together, you'll get points doing PvP matches, dungeons, and then guild missions as well. You can also get influence from consumables. Guild Promoter has some of those, where you can get these thank you leathers of thanks, and they give you a bunch of influence. It's about 5 influence per silver, and that's how these go. You can get some more of these accommodations from a bunch of different people. You can look on the wiki to actually find more. Oh, you can edit the message of the day in the history. Ranks. This is where you can view and edit how people are set up in the guild. So if you notice here, there's different positions, and you can actually edit what these are called. So I can edit this, change the symbol, change the name, and then each of these can be assigned different tasks. So like being able to withdraw and stash stuff in the guild banks, being able to admin lower ranks, activate missions, a bunch of different things. And you can create ranks as many as you want. I think that's as many as you want. And then missions. These are the activities you can do weekly with guilds. Do be aware of that as being weekly. That means you can only do it once a week. You cannot do 2 sets of guild bounties and be like, oh, I'm going to get twice the rewards. It's going to be once a week, and that's it. You have to wait till Sunday, whenever the week-long reset is. Yeah, you can find the reset time on the wiki somewhere, but we have guild bounties, where you hunt down various people around the world and in a certain amount of time and capture them. Guild treks is the exact same thing, but instead you have to find points of interest. So you have to find these little squares on the maps of like just interesting points. Guild challenges is a challenge. like escort the quaggan, these quaggans in this area, protect your supplies. Guild Rush is what many people like. It's where you turn into a small animal. Well, you turn into an animal, and you have to run through an obstacle course of traps and mobs. Then we have the Guild Puzzle, where you have to traverse through a puzzle. Most of them require an element of jumping, but there's one of them that doesn't require that much jumping, but it's a fun puzzle of you have to maneuver your way through. So that's it for this episode of GW2 Basics. Join me next time when we talk about World versus World, I think. I am fairly certain it's World versus World. Yep, we talk about Dub v Dub. Until then, hit like, comment, subscribe, hit me up on the Twitters and the comments below, and have a day.